Let us look in detail the laws of exponents for real numbers in this class. As you all know, what does the term exponent mean? The term exponent means power, or see, it is also known as index, but generally we use the term power or exponent. So here 3 raised to the power 2, here 3 is the base and 2 is the power or exponent. And how is it written? 3 raised to the power 2 is written as 3 into 3. What is 3 into 3? It is 9. How is 3 raised to the power 3 written as? 3 into 3 into 3. Alright. So let's go to the first law here. It is a raised to the power m into a raised to the power n is equal to a raised to the power m plus n. That is, if the base is same, then while multiplying two numbers where the base is same, you can add the powers. For example, if you take 2 raised to the power 3 into 2 raised to the power 2, as per the rule, as per the law of exponent, first law of exponent, what you can do is, you can just add the powers, and what you get here is 2 raised to the power 5. Okay, when you add 3 and 2, you will get 5. That is 2 raised to the power 5 means 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, that is, you get it as 32. You can also use this without using the law of exponent. Check whether you get the same answer here. What is 2 raised to the power 3? It is 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 raised to power 2 is 4. So 8 into 4 is 32. So here we have checked here that it holds, whether it holds good for the laws of exponents or otherwise. You get the same answer. Similarly, we can take the second law of exponent, that is a raised to the power m divided by a raised to the power n is a raised to the power m minus n. Here you can see that if the base is same, while division you can subtract the powers or exponents here. So after subtracting the exponent, you get it as 2 raised to the power 1 is 2 itself. Without taking the law of exponent, you can check it and see what is 2 raised to the power 3? It is 2 into 2 into 2 divided by 2 into 2. These two 2's gets cancelled. What remains here is 2. So to make calculations easier, when you have bigger calculations, you can just go by this law of exponent. Okay, the third one is a raised to the power m whole raised to the power n. So you have power or exponent raised to the power again. So exponent, you have a raised to m again whole raised to the power n. When you have such cases, what you have to do is you have to multiply the powers here or the exponents here. For example, when you take 2 raised to the power 3 whole raised to the power 2, you can multiply the powers. You get it as 2 raised to the power 6. It is 64. And it is done otherwise also. See, what is 2 raised to power 3? It is 8 here. 8 raised to power 2 is 64. Hope you are clear with this, all three rules here. Let us take another law of exponent, that is, what is a raised to m into b raised to the power m here? It is a into b. What's happening here? See, here the powers or exponents are same, but the base is different, isn't it? Here in this case, you can see that the exponents are same, but the base is different. In such cases, you have to take the base first. You have to multiply the base first. In the case of division, you have to divide the base first, then whole raised to the power m. So if the base is different here, earlier cases we saw the base were the same. Okay, so here base is different, powers are the same, and while doing the calculation, get it as, see, it is 3 into 2 whole raised to the power 2, it is 6 raised to the power 2, it is 36. Alright, similarly 6 cube divided by 2 cube, you can see the base is different, powers are same. You can divide first, 6 by 2 whole raised to the power 3, get it as 3 cube or 27. Let's go to another law of exponent, that is any number raised to the power 0 is 1. So let it be any number. 1000 raised to the power 0 is 1. 99 raised to the power 0 is 1. What is x raised to the power 0? It is 1. Okay, hope this is clear for you. And this here will be looking in detail about negative exponents and fractional exponents. So can you just imagine how we are going to solve problems which have negative exponents here? So in this case, what you have to do is, whenever there is a negative exponent, you can't find the value. For example, if you take 2 raised to the power negative 3, can you get the value of this? No, you cannot have the value when you have a negative exponent. What you have to do here is, you have to take the reciprocal. Okay, you have to take the reciprocal of the base here. So here it is a raised to the power negative m, and to get the value, what you have to do is, Simply a means a by 1. What is the reciprocal of the base here? It is 1 by a. You can write it as 1 by a whole raised to the power m. Since 1 raised to any number is 1 itself, I have written it as 1 by a raised to the power m. Okay, a raised to the power negative m is reciprocal of a raised to the power positive exponent. You can take the negative sign by taking the reciprocal of the base. Okay, here we have a good example here. 2 raised to the power negative 3. It is 2 by 1 whole raised to the power negative 3. When you take the reciprocal of the base, what happens here is 1 by 2 whole raised to the power 3 here. See, this negative sign has vanished here because we have taken the reciprocal of the base. So what is 1 by 2 whole cube? It is 1 cube by 2 cube, and 1 cube is 1 itself and 2 cube is 8. Okay. So next, how can you do a problem when there is a fraction and a negative exponent here? So you have to take the reciprocal of the fraction here. So for example, if it is 3 by 5 raised to the power negative 2, what you can do here is you can have the reciprocal of 3 by 5. It is 5 by 3 raised to the power. You can take off this negative sign, is positive 2. Once you get a positive number, you can whole number. See, always a number which has a whole number as exponent can have the values, can find the values only for those numbers which have whole numbers as exponents. You can't find a decimal a value for a decimal exponent or fractional or negative exponent. You have to change them in order to find the value. You have to change the form of these numbers in order to find the value. Okay, let us see in detail of some of the problems here while doing some of the problems here. So you can see that 5 square is 25 and 3 square is 9. Hope this is clear. Next important thing we are going to see is nth root of any number. What does this term mean, nth root of any number? For example, what is n root of x? It is x raised to the power 1 by n. See, whatever comes here, you have to take it to the exponent by putting the reciprocal of whatever digit is here. See, for example, square root of 3, you have to write as 3 raised to the power 1 by 2. Cube root of 3, 3 raised to the power reciprocal of 3 is 1 by 3. Fifth root of 3 is 3 raised to the power 1 by 5. So nth root of 3 will be 3 raised to the power 1 by n. So for example, what is fourth root of x here? X raised to the power 1 by 4. And what is cube root of 1 by 2? 1 by 2 raised to the power 1 by 3. You can see that in all such cases we get a fractional exponent. So nth root of any number gives you fractional exponent here. So we saw negative exponent in detail. Just take the reciprocal of the base to take off the negative sign of the exponent. When you get a question, express in exponential form. So we have to express whatever question you are given here. You have to express that question in the exponential form. That is, you have to write the answer where there is an exponent. Okay. First question is square root of 5. How can you write this? Square root of 5 can be written as 5 raised to the power 1 by 2. Just now I we explained, we saw nth root of any number is, so that number raised to the power 1 by n. So square root of 5 is 5 raised to the power 1 by 2. Next one, cube root of 3 by 4 is 3 by 4 raised to the power 1 by 3. So whenever you ask to find the value of or evaluate, you have to find out the exact value. We should not just express in the exponential form just like this. See here. We should not finish the answer like this. Whenever we have a question like this, find the value of evaluate, you have to write the final answer. Let us see some of the problems. Let us look at some of the problems here. For example, first problem here is 343 divided by 1331. So in such cases, see, we are going to deal with bigger numbers. Okay, 343 is a multiple of which number? Let us take some divisibility test here. This is not an even number, so this is not divisible by 2. So this is sum of all these digits is 3 plus 4, 7 plus 3 is 10 is not a multiple of 3. So this is not divisible by 3. This is not divisible by 5. So let us check whether it is divisible by 7 here. So by prime factorization, we saw that 7 4s are 28, remainder 6, 63. 7 9s are 63. So we get 49. So by prime factorization, we saw that it is 7 cube here. And always remember 1331 is a cube of 11. Please don't forget that 11 cube is 1331. What is 11 square? It is 121, 121. And 11 cube is equal to 1331. So whenever you see 1331, just put 11 cube there. So here we saw it is 7 cube by 11 cube. So we can write as 7 by 11 whole cube. And these two 3's, this is of the form a raised to the power m whole raised to the power n. Isn't it? Just now we saw the law of exponent here, third law. So this, what you get here is, you have to multiply these two exponents. You get it as 7 by 11. 3 gets cancelled. Just 7 by 11 is the final answer here. Okay, let's go to the next problem here. It is 625 raised to the power negative 1 by 4. So I told you have to take the prime factors of 625. Get it as 5 raised to the power 4. And what is 81? It is 3 raised to the power 4. You can write it as 5 by 3 whole raised to the power 4 whole raised to the power negative 1 by 4. So this is of the form a raised to m whole raised to n. So m into n, these two 4's gets cancelled here. So it is 5 by 3 raised to the negative 1. You can see that here we have a negative exponent here, isn't it? So what you have to do to remove this negatives and just have the reciprocal of the base. Take the reciprocal of the base. It will be 3 by 5 raised to the power 1. 3 by 5. So you can do in another way also. You can first change the negative sign by taking the reciprocal first itself. See, I have changed this, and this is another method here. 81 by 625 gives you positive exponent here. Okay, you can remove the negative sign by taking the reciprocal first itself, and you will get the same answer as well. So let us go to the third problem here. See, we have a decimal number here raised to the power 5 by 6. How can this be written? This can be written as 64 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1 and 6 zeros. 64 by 10 lakh gives you this value. So this can be written as 64 by 10 lakh. You know that 64 is a multiple of 2 here. By prime factorization, you can find out as 64 is equal to 2 into 2 into 2 into, that is 2 raised to the power 6. And what is this? This is 10 raised to the power 6. There are 6 zeros here. So after a further calculation, get it as these two 6 gets cancelled here. We will have 2 by 10 whole raised to 5. That is 2 into 2 by 10 into 10 into 10. Get the final answer is this one. For next problem, 625 raised to the power 1 by 4. You have to take the prime factorization 625. We saw it as 5 raised to the power 4 earlier, isn't it? So by doing this, what you get here is whole raised, this 1 by 4 is this one. So 625 can be written as 5 raised to the power 4, and after cancelling these two, because this is of the form a raised to the power m whole raised to n is equal to a raised to the power m into n, isn't it? So you get it as 5 here. Hope this is clear for you. These are important questions. So see, next question we have 625 raised to the power 0.09 into 625 raised to the power, see, we have a decimal exponent here. So what we are going to do is, since the base is same, we can take this law of exponent, we can add the powers here. What you get here is 625 0.0 raised to the power 0.09 plus 0.16 gives you 0.25. So you can write it as 625 raised to the power 0.25 can be written as 25 by 100. So whenever you see a decimal number here, so after processing, you can change this decimal number to a fraction here. So what happens here is 25 and 100. You can see this. This is a multiple of 100 is a multiple of 25. So 25 4 is 100. So these two gets cancelled. We got what you get here is 625 raised to the power 1 by 4. And the same procedure of this problem repeats here. 625 raised to the power 1 by 4. You get it as 5 again. Last problem here. See here. 25 by 49, here the base is same. So you can add the powers here. You get it as 25 by 49 raised to the power 0.50. 0.50 can be written as 50 by 100 or 1 by 2. And 25 by 49 can be written as 5 square by 7 square. Isn't it? So 5 square by 7 square, you get it as 5 by 7 whole square, and this 1 by 2 gets cancelled. What remains here is 5 by 7.